whatever you have to do to sell yourself. Okay, I don't know if that was said correctly, but and welcome back to the Angry Teacher channel. I am Richard, the Angry Teacher. If education is your thing, if you want to learn as a student, and this is for students today for the most part, but if you want to learn as a student, teacher, parent, admin, this is the channel for you. So go ahead and like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell for the next dope Angry Teacher video. Every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you can entertain yourself while you educate yourself. Let's get into the video. Now, this video is not intended for you to use all these tips for the entire summer. Some you may, but you can gauge yourself, but for the most part, do not think that I mean to do all these things all summer. And I'm going to tell you why as we go through it. Now, I'm going to give you a list of about, I don't remember what I said, maybe it was like 7 or 8 things that can make you can give you the best summer as a high school student. And it could be spread throughout all 4 years of your high school experience, or just your junior/senior year, your rising senior, or even a rising junior. But do not try to do all of them all summer. Okay? So hang around till the end, and I'll tell you why. Let's get into it. Alright, so number one of the best things you can do during your summer is work. I know, right? You just got out of a whole year of work and now I'm telling you to go back to work. You get paid for it, so that's a given. That's a good thing also. But it gives you experience as an employee. So there are things, and even if you get 4 hours a week, it's something that you have to get up and it disciplines you. You have to get up and do it. You have to get and go there. You have to listen to people. You have to work with other people, whether it be in the back somewhere or even with clients and customers. But it teaches you some form of discipline that you probably wouldn't have gotten if you were at home playing GTO or some other video game. So with that said, get a job, get to work. And if you're a rising senior, you know, you're leaving your junior year and you're going to become senior, your senior year is highly expensive. It has it incurs a lot of expenses that you never would have worried about as a sophomore or as a freshman. So you have prom, you have homecoming, you have senior picnics, senior activities, you have to pay for pictures, you have to pay for graduation items. There are certain things that you have to, maybe not, but there's certain things that you want to do as a senior because your load is a little bit lightened or lessened, and so now you need to have the funds to do things. And at the end of it all, whether you're going to college or not, you're going to want to either move out, move on, or start learning how to use your money wisely, or if you're going to college, that's a hefty price tag. So you need to start saving. So getting a job, getting to work is not a bad thing. Number 2, volunteering. Now this is something that if it matters a little bit more to rising seniors, but everyone can do this, the whole senior, the whole high school experience. Volunteering helps you to do good, asks you to do good for others, not just for yourself. It has you helping others, and you can do this through churches or community organizations. Also, it's away from you feeling good for helping people, you can also use it for community service hours for graduation. I know in my district it's a requirement. I'm not sure about a lot of other districts, but even if it's not a requirement, colleges look nicely at the fact that you've helped somebody else, you've been volunteering. So try to find a church if you're not a part of one. If you are, go find someone who they throw out all these community assignments, if you will, things you can do on your Saturdays, during the week, especially during the summer. Go find out what you can be a part of and help out, and then they'll give you a letter at the end that you've helped out, you've accumulated all these hours, and then you turn that into your counselors when you come back to school. So you can start 9th grade year, but just get it done so that you'll be able to say to the world that you've helped other folks. And I felt good doing it. Even though I got the hours for it, I'm still a person that thinks about my community and my society as a whole. Number 3, traveling. Now, some of us may not be able to. However, do not think that I mean nationally. You have to take a road trip with the family and go to Georgia or go to Idaho or go to New York or wherever. or traveling internationally. We're not even going there, but you could. That's also a good thing. You can go locally. There's some places you haven't been to a museum lately. You haven't, and most of the times you've gone to these places with your school, in elementary school. So as a high school student, just, you know, ask mom if you can jump on a bus or if she can call a Lyft or an Uber and just go to places you've never been to before. Even if it's just the beach, you get to experience something different. You get to leave the books and the schooling behind, and you kind of get to move on and experience new friends, new foods, new areas. Be safe. New areas, new things that you never would have if you were in the home, in the house, playing a video game. And if you go abroad, you'll be learning stuff while you're having fun. New places. You've got all these pictures, and everybody wants to be Instagram famous, so you'll have all this backdrop of different architecture, different people, different foods, different experiences that you never would have if you never traveled. So go ahead and travel locally, travel nationally, and travel internationally. Get out of the house. Number 4. This is a doozy. Take classes. Yes, I know you just got out of a whole year of school, but hear me out. Now, some of us need remedial classes. That's just something that we need to graduate. We messed up. Maybe it's a fault of our own, or maybe not, but we messed up. So we have to take remedial courses. That's what your counselor said, so do it and get it out of the way. Also, there are also progression courses. Some of us, we're almost done and we want to have senior year so we can work a little bit more, or we can do the courses that we need for the colleges to look good, or I want to go on more college tours, or I want to focus my attention to my athletics. Whatever it is, and you know you have a little less, you have all the time and you have a little less to do your senior year, then do some progression classes. Do some classes that you can take, you would be taking your senior year, your junior year, your sophomore year, but you want to take some of them in the summer and just get it out of the way so you can have a little bit more play area or more room in your schedule for the upcoming year. I will say for ESOL students, it's also a good thing to take an English class or a language class where you can learn a little bit more, and it helps you with your acquisition of the language and the culture, and you get to experience different people and different things while you're learning, so that when you come into the building the following year, it's a good deal. Number 5, summer enrichment activities. And this kind of ties along with the traveling and even the taking classes, because you can do a little bit of music, art, theater, public speaking, internships, creative writing. These are things that can help you culturally, and it also enriches you, and you can use it to enrich whatever you have to do to sell yourself. Okay, I don't know if that was said correctly, but to kind of make you stand out to these colleges and these jobs that you're going to be offered at the end of your senior or during your senior year, because you know a little bit about something. It's almost like taking humanities during the summer. But internships also, whether it's paid or not, it's something to say that I'm willing to work in the field, that I'm willing to try to see if I like the field that I'm going to go to school for. So put yourself out there, do a few hours a week and get your feet wet. I don't know if I want to be a lawyer, so let me go work in a law office. Let me go see if I can help them do something. And no matter what the job is, at least I'll have an opportunity to work around people and work around the environment that I think I want to work in. Look up organizations and groups. There are a lot of them that offer these programs during the summer. Parks, you can work with kids. You can, it teaches you discipline, organization, and you can tell if you want to do this for a living or not, but it also enriches your soul, okay? Number 6, visit colleges. If the college has a, you can make the appointment to visit the colleges and see if you kind of like it, if that's someplace you want to apply to during the summer or when you come back after the summer break. You look at the area that it's in. You can get to peruse it and see, okay, this is in this neighborhood. I'm not sure I'm a fan because it's too far from the local festivities. It's up to you to kind of figure out where these colleges are, if it's fitting you, if you fit in. So visit during the summer. You look at processes. A lot of schools, when they ask you to come in the summer and come for a tour, they have you stay in the dorms because the regular students are gone. So you stay in the dorms, you can get to see the distance from your dorm to the actual classes, you can move around, you get to meet a few people who are still there, and you get to meet some people who are coming in the fall as you are, or the following fall as you are. So college tours, not a bad thing. Number 7, beef up your skills, and not just your ACT, SAT skills because you're going to take them in the upcoming year, but beef up your academic skills, like your reading, your writing, your math, your you know you're going to take 2 science courses. Kind of peruse some books, kind of watch some videos. If you're volunteering somewhere or if you're doing internships somewhere, these are things that you can kind of learn before you get into the classrooms. So you're beefing up those skills. A big thing for me now is public speaking. So if you know that you're quiet and you're to yourself and you don't know how to stand in front of a room and command everyone's attention, then, you know, take some classes or go to some places where you're forced to speak, or at least you see other people speaking so you can kind of take some tips, watch some videos, speak to yourself in the mirror. Get practice doing that, because you heard about junior year, you heard about senior year where you're gonna have to speak a lot in different classes. So kind of beef those skills up. Also, athleticism is a thing. So beef up those skills during the summer. Get out there, do your running around the track every morning, do your weight room, if coach is holding tryouts in the fall and you know you got to get to that next level, then go ahead and beef up those skills. Or if you're already on the team and coaches call it practice, don't skip out on it. Get to practice, get those skills together, because you know in the fall or in the spring other coaches from colleges are going to be looking at you. So this is the summer to get it together. Lastly, number 8. Now, I wasn't going to add this one, but then I changed my mind because it is very necessary, especially after the year we just had. It's very necessary. Rest. Do you get some you time in? Some of you have had you time all year, but this is different. It feels different during the summer when you can rest a little bit more, when you can watch a little bit more TV, watch a little bit more YouTube. I mean, how much more YouTube can you watch? Or Instagram. No, Instagram is swiping left or swiping up. I don't remember. Whatever. But do some stuff for yourself. Get some game time in. Now, you know, I've always talked about being more organized with your schedule. Do we need to have a schedule during the summer? Maybe, maybe not. But if you have a job and you still want some you time, you probably have to schedule that in. So, you know, you can't be on Madden all day, but you can work that in because you need some time for you. You need some time to relax, especially if you know you're getting into a more hectic sophomore year, a more hectic you kind of messed up junior year, but you're going to a senior year and you're going to try to start over and revamp and redo and replenish. This is the summer to do it. All right. So those are the 8 things that you can have the best summer ever. It's not just for you, but it's also going to help you in the next grade level that you're going to in high school. So check those out. Once again, I did not expect, or I do not expect you to use all of these all the time, all summer, because you need some downtime for you. And that's the tip I was going to tell you, that you need some downtime. Make sure you get it in there. Unless if you have the job, you know, tell them you can only work like 10 hours a week or 16 hours a week. And if you need more than that because financially your family needs it, then when you get home, make sure you rest. Make sure you get some time in. Don't go from a job to a party the whole summer. Then by the time you come back in September, you are burnt out. But just get some rest, get some you time, because we're going to hit the ground running. For the most part, most states are opening up to full capacity. We're going back to a regular school year. So we need you at your best. So get to the beach. All right. And with that said, guys, that's all the time I have for you. I need you to go out there and be great. Go out there and do some fantastic things. I love y'all. See you in the next video.